So the S12 is coming along slowly but surely. I installed my rear main seal. Y'all can see that. Yeah, my plan, well, I started doing it, is I'm taking the dash out. So I'll show you that. It's basically out, but there's a little chunk of harness that is kind of attached to it, and I really don't know how to get that off because it's like behind the dash. So it's out basically. I don't think I have any metal bits. I guess that works. It's out, but there's harness that goes in through that front side of the car, front right fender basically, in the frame, and then goes in, and it's behind this, and I feel it behind it, and it's like clipped in, and I kind of don't know how to get that out. My plan is to restore the dash. I want it to be blue. I want this interior to be blue because, I kind of want to stick to the OEM feel. It might not be the same exact color blue, but I do want it to be a dark blue. Dark blue leather, dark blue cloth, dark blue furry fuzz. It doesn't really matter. Whatever I feel at the moment, I'll do it. But getting this dash out is the first step to that. After the dash is out, I can start messing with the wires. And in the comments, let me know if you agree with what I'm about to say. I want to eliminate basically all of the original harness, and I kind of just want shell, start my car wires, and then I'm going to salvage enough of the switches and harness for like my turn signals and my lights. It still needs to be road legal, so I want to do that. But all this, and now I can show you guys what I'm like working with. Like all this is original VG harness, and none of these relays click. The only thing that clicks over here is the starter relay, and I put my Bosch battery. It still works. My headlights don't work. My aftermarket ones that I installed work, but my eyelid lights don't work. But I can wire that all from behind the dash. That's really the main reason why I want to take the dash out, because I want to wire everything properly. I have wires running everywhere to the point right now, like I don't even know like what I did. So I really want to do this properly. It's in the garage. I got some time. The weather's getting nice. Engine being built. So if I can multitask and get this done, I could have a pretty decent car. Not too worried about the interior, but the dash is a big chunk of it, so I kind of want that to look nice. So give me some feedback on what you think those plans are. Some might agree, some may say just leave it alone. But I know in my mind I have all that wire there that's basically useless. And for weight reduction purposes, it needs to come out. So I managed to get the dash off. I got like 2 screws I got to take out so I can pull this harness back all the way. Some of y'all are going to be like, you are out of your mind. And I am. But if I'm going to be doing this car stuff, I need to be good at everything. At least be knowledgeable in everything. Factual knowledge, not knowledge that I heard from somebody else. And I'm like a hands-on learner, so this is the only way that I'm really going to actually learn. And if I make mistakes, learn from your mistakes by doing trial and error. So I explained to you what the plan was. Dash coming out, wire isolation. So I like to do things, I like to simplify things. I'm going to eventually start using a wiring diagram, but as I'm taking this stuff apart, I know that there's, I don't know what this is over here, not too sure, but once I take off all this stuff, then I'll actually figure out exactly where that goes and what section of the car that controls. And that's what I was going to say. That I know that the harness is in sections. Sometimes things backtrack into other things that activate this, that activates that. They reference this, power, ground, blah, blah, blah. But all I know is that so far, I got my ignition, my blinker, and my wiper. And so far, they go into this piece of harness right here. And I'm going to trace this back it goes behind here. So I essentially don't really need any of this. Some of this is for tack and for like stuff on my dash, but nothing on my dash worked. And I'm going to be eliminating all that because my defrosters don't work, my lights don't work. I don't even know if my gas light worked, but I'm pretty sure I can figure out a way to wire that, like hardwire it. Because this car is not going to be a factory super duper mint show car. It's just going to be my whip that has everything that I want it to have, and my blinkers and my headlights working. That's really what I want it to be, you know. And I didn't start cutting anything yet besides the wires that I previously made, that I can always go back and reference some of the things that I looked up in the past and just rewire it, but properly with one solid wire, not, you know, two pieces of junk wire that I put together, you know. So I don't even know where I was going with this little snippet, but as you guys can see, I have a lot going on right now. So the dash is out finally, and now I can kind of explain a little bit more exactly how I'm going about this, and hopefully you'll understand where I'm coming from. Everything attached to this piece of harness did not work for me. So, like I said, essentially, this is all junk. You know, something like this. I don't know. But I know that, for the most part, none of this has to do with the ignition. Wires might run through it, but that's why I'm tracing stuff. So now I've simplified, in my own theory, I have simplified the harness, because I'm going to have to see where all this goes. I have to cut the harness open, find wires. I know that sometimes wires randomly change. I got access to those relays over there. Some of those were clicking when I turned the key. Got to figure out exactly what those are if I need them for anything. I'm pretty sure I have a wiper relay somewhere over here. Not a wiper, a blinker relay. Something was clicking behind there. I got to take off this air box, and there's still some harness, as you can see behind here, right there. And that is where the ignition goes. Actually, maybe not, but it goes under and behind. And I just want to simplify this harness to what I need. The bare essentials for a street legal car. Heat and AC. I'm going to keep the blower there. So if I can somehow figure out the pin out of that little plug over there, or find the plug that I got so I can use that to run wires to it, I can make my own switch for high, low, and medium, and then run hoses to the heater core to get some heat, because I don't have AC. But heat, I can definitely make heat happen. You guys probably really think that I'm crazy. I don't know what made me come to this conclusion, but when I first got the car, I saw all the wires, and essentially I used none of this to make my engine run, but I used, you know, everything from my blinker, basically my blinkers, because my wipers didn't work either, but I have the wiper switch and I'm pretty sure I can wire it. People even hardwire their wipers, so I can do that still too, but I just hardwire it to the switch, or I'd wire it from the switch, try to figure out exactly how to properly wire it so I can get the speeds, because the switch still works. The switch may be bad because I never actually got to use it, but the guy that I bought it from told me that the wipers used to work. The motor was just bad. So if I can trace all that back, boom, got my handful of wiper wires. I know that that's for them. And then my blinkers, you know, back probe, see exactly where I'm getting power from, because I know that my back blinkers work still. So, you know, if I can, it's a lot. There's a lot going through my head. I have a very solid idea how I'm going to do this. It's just, it's going to take a decent amount of brain power, a little bit more brain power than I'm used to using. But, it's a lot of wires. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. I didn't really show much. I'm gonna just do these update videos because I really don't have a lot going on for, like, you know, let's go out and go slide this part of the street or something. I don't have that going on, but just to keep you guys updated on my progress. Um, some of you might think that me doing this just set the car back a whole bunch, but every day after work I come here and I'm just trying to figure this out because I have an idea how I want this to work, and hopefully I can get it to work. So, in the comments, let me know how crazy you think I am. And take care. And also, have a nice day.